The Scanian War, also known as the Second Northern War, was a conflict that occurred between 1675 and 1679 in Europe. It was fought between Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and their respective allies. The war was named after the province of Scania in southern Sweden, where many of the battles took place. The origins of the Scanian War can be traced back to the conflicts between Denmark, Norway, and Sweden in the 17th century. Denmark-Norway was a major regional power at the time, and it sought to control the strategic Baltic Sea region. Sweden, on the other hand, was a rising power under King Charles XI and was looking to expand its territories. The war began in 1675 when Denmark-Norway, with the support of several German states, declared war on Sweden. The Danish-Norwegian forces, led by King Christian V, invaded Sweden's southern provinces, including Scania. The Swedish army, under the command of Field Marshal Carl Gustav Wrangel, initially struggled to repel the invasion. However, Sweden soon gained the upper hand in the war. In 1676, the Swedish army defeated a combined Danish-Norwegian and German force at the Battle of Lund, which is considered one of the bloodiest battles in Scandinavian history. The victory at Lund allowed Sweden to reclaim much of its lost territory and forced Denmark-Norway to retreat. Despite this setback, Denmark-Norway continued to fight the war, hoping to gain the upper hand. However, the war turned against them once again in 1677 when France, Sweden's ally, entered the conflict on Sweden's side. France's entry into the war provided Sweden with additional resources and helped turn the tide of the conflict decisively in Sweden's favor. In 1679, the war came to an end with the signing of the Treaty of Lund. The treaty confirmed Sweden's control over Scania, as well as several other territories that had been contested during the war. Denmark-Norway was forced to make significant territorial concessions and pay a large sum of money to Sweden as reparations for the war. The Scanian War was significant in the history of the Nordic region. It marked the end of Denmark-Norway's dominance in the region and solidified Sweden's position as a major power in Europe. The war also contributed to the decline of the Holy Roman Empire, as several German states that had supported Denmark-Norway during the conflict lost significant territories to Sweden as a result of the war. In conclusion, the Scanian War was a significant conflict in 17th century Europe. It marked the end of Denmark-Norway's regional dominance and established Sweden as a major power in the region. The war also had important consequences for the Holy Roman Empire and the German states that supported Denmark-Norway during the conflict. Despite its historical significance, the Scanian War is often overshadowed by other conflicts of the era, such as the 30 Years' War and the War of the Spanish Succession.